real good. And I think it actually fits so well. I'm glad I got the time to actually jump in there and say it, because this to me is the throwback, but this makes so much sense in the draft, because I was looking across, you know, Galio, Morgana theoretically can kind of like flash in there, but generally speaking for support, you're not really going to do that unless you're like super fed.
Uma looking for the jump across the wall, but he's taunted, he's rooted, and with the explosive charge down, tick, 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 Gala gets first blood.
That Beautiful. Is not the start you want.
To prevent a dominant early game team from snowballing and dominating the early game.
Stun's gonna land, there's the hook follow-up, no duck shield in time for Keria. Second kill of the game over to Gala. Gumayusi able to retreat, as RNG will take it.
And RNG is one of the only teams that has really been prioritizing Dragons, you know, at this event. You know, it is right now. I think that's maybe what they were waiting for, because the TP ward is actually now available just across. Yeah, they're gonna go.
Depth charge comes out. There's the black shield as well. The hook goes wide. Ona coming in with the ultimate as well. And there's the TP by Faker. T1. They laid the bait. They set the trap, and RNG walked unsuspecting into the gaping maw of T1. Xiaohu here to join. Double taunt. Faker able to dodge to the side of it. Way very low. Doesn't want the resets. He's gonna be able to get one. Zeus on the back line, forced out by Bin. He will fall as well. Gumayusi now joins the fray. It is a 2-for-2 in the top lane.
This is really good for RNG, though, because Gala is alone in the bottom lane. He could potentially take this first tower right now. This would be the first time they had lost first tower. We'll see if he can even win the race. He lost his minions, so it's going to be really close between them, but it looks like T1 will still actually get it and maintain the 100% first tower rate, just barely. But I love the setup from T1, recognizing not only that they could actually lay this trap, but waiting until it was able to really buy a lot of time there. Now there's a TP flank here coming in from Xiaohu. Remember, tier 1's down.
Yeah, Zeus has no tower here to defend him. This should be an easy enough kill for the RNG top laner and mid laner. There's the taunt. No flash coming out from Zeus. He'll save that one for another day. Bin with his second kill of the game.
They hand that one over to Bin, and T1 is going to cross-map it on the top side of the map with the Herald. So good use of the TP from Xiaohu in order to punish well, I guess the towerless Zeus in that position. His team was on the top side of the map. He ends up getting caught.
And it's going to be hard now, because Bin actually just got back-to-back kills, right? He is going to be going, you know, more for the split push build. He's got his first dagger, going to be working towards that Nashor's. So, you know,
it's been a little bit disappointing at times during MSI. Zeus, probably the best top laner in the tournament, but here, Bin is really showing up on the final stage.
Deathcap Rush, that's a brave choice. They're like, you know, 30 minutes in, you don't have your item yet, but they're looking for a pick on Ming here.
Soul Shackle, Root's going to land, but Ming can just buffer out the Q and escape.
With creative angles here, but some of the traps are expiring, so RNG is going to be now let in, and Bin is in the pit.
Way trying to flank here, gets onto Faker, there's the stun being going onto Faker as well. Faker with a slide back, but already one's down. Ona has fallen. Bin looking for the damage on the Faker on the back line. Faker dodges out from the Heartbreaker with a stopwatch of his own, but it's double for Bin. Gumayusi and Zeus have to run for the wins. Faker down, Gala. Goomba stomping forward.
And this is going to mean so much for RNG. They get the kills, they get the dragon. Both junglers are dead. I don't think they're going to flip at Baron in this
choke point with which RNG sprung. Now the TP.
Zeus looking for Bin just in the 1v1. The TP coming in behind him. Bin's winning this one though. 5-0-2. Cryo for T1. Wei and Ming coming in from the side. RNG are on vision. Xiaohu with the taunt. Catches Ona. There's the Everfrost as well. Ona pops the stopwatch. T1 on the retreat, and Ona left to his lonesome has to flash. Ming flashes forward. Looks for the binding, but he can't get the damage down. Good depth charge onto the back line. Keria going in with the soul shackle, but just out of range. Shot on the way.
Can they get out?
Bin here as well. Wei going in. Heartbreaker available for Wei. Ona smites early. Wei secures it. The shuffle gets two of them back, but already Ona's down. Xiaohu pops the stopwatch, and Bin pops Keria. Gumayusi has to flash. Faker flashes out of the pit as well. Bin still on the chase. Baron secured for RNG, 2 kills as well. And RNG will be able to get out, force T1 away.
Beautiful response from RNG. They get themselves the Soul, they get themselves the Baron, and they're looking to secure game 1 of this best of 5.
They are just playing so cleanly. They left T1 with so few options, you know, pushing them out. Owner just can't ever ult in. They're going to try to get a pick on the Bin here.
Bin has needlework here. Could look for the 2v1 knockback. Faker looking for the damage with a needlework! Put them in the trash! It's his namesake, and he puts T1 right in the garbage where they belong.
It's not even close. Bin makes it look easy. The 1v2 top lane ends higher health than he started. RNG winning out on all sides. Have played a near perfect game 1 here in full control, it feels like, start to finish from the level 1, punishing Gumayusi. And they're in such a prime position now to close this one out. They need to just continue playing mistake-free League of Legends, but they just have given T1 almost no opportunities.
Just beautiful play.
They just played such a bulletproof laning phase.
I do wonder how much would have changed if Kumiyushi wasn't caught out at the level 1.
Baron that they still have, well, it is about to wear off. The problem for RNG right now is they're only playing to one lane, but Zeus, he doesn't have flash.
There's a 3-level advantage as well for Bin. Zeus, no flash. Bin on the chase. Ghost continuing to tick. Needlework dodged, but Bin 10-0-2 on the Gwen.
An exquisite for Paul. Flash in.
Look for the damage onto Ona. He ults Ming to try and get away. Xiaohu's still on the chase. Guardian Angel available for Ona. He will tick down, but the Guardian Angel is not popped. Still, RNG now know they're at a 5v3 advantage in the mid lane as they push in, looking for at least the inhibitor. Wei is catching the second wave in the bottom lane, so they will look for 2.
Yeah, RNG just playing it really calm, cool, and collected. Pushing in bot, gonna look for this second inhibitor tower here. Owner with no ult, Zeus still dead. T1 not really much hope here of contesting this. Maybe when Zeus respawns, they can try to go for one last big play. It has to be, you feel like, some sort of huge ultimate from Faker.
They're very convincing game 1, showcasing we're here to play, we're here to compete, and we're here to secure ourselves our 3rd title.
Hook gonna go in, they're looking for the damage here already. RNG just ripping T1 into pieces in the river painted with T1's blood. Gala dashing forward, a double for Bin, make it 3. He's looking for more as he continues to chase T1 down. Ona forced out, TP coming in. Bin looking for it here, but instead it will be stolen away by Wei. RNG ace T1, only Xiaohu falls, and the Nexus will be forfeit.
RNG making it look easy here in game number 1. T1 gonna have a lot of questions to answer in the draft. Coming up in game number 2, the Jace pick not really working in the Gwen, the Nocturne not really fitting in, and RNG are cruising.
RNG weathered the early game storm that was T1 and take game 1 in the MSI finals.
A little bit towards that comfort, and it isn't good again going to be ranged support here.
I mean, ranged into Tahm Kench makes a lot of sense. It's so easy to harass, and you get pressure in that lane. Of course, Jinx losing the extra HP early on.
Even pushing Wei off of the red buff here. Went red Raptors and then Gromp and then invades up here towards this top side. So he has the red buff, and it does push Wei back. Wei now, though, going up towards Zeus.
This will dive down in the bottom lane. Ignite ticking on Ming. There's a lot of damage that flashed away from Zeus, though, in the top lane. Overstepped a little bit, and Wei there for first blood.
Nicely done by Wei. Zeus trying to reset that. Owner now trying to come up here. We'll see if he can actually catch Bin. Wei's just got to make time.
Owner flashes forward, brings down the staff. Owner gets a counter kill for T1 Wave. That one came up and then went down a little bit quicker than I was expecting. So yeah, last one was 3-2. It was 2017. So RNG now looking for their first win against T1 in a best of 5 way. Now looking up towards the top lane. Zeus puts down the cannon barrage, just going to try and tread onto Bin. Good night to the wall, but Zeus eats the oranges and he is K. He walks away. Faker's here. The frozen tomb buried his way in the ground.
Zeus coming up huge for T1. Wins out in the 1v2, and then Faker on the roam. Means Bin doesn't get to farm this next wave here unless they can see him back in mid. He's just going to have to give it up, take a poor recall, while T1 way oversteps.
RNG continuing just to look for a little bit. Zeus, nod back, eats the oranges,
nice
dodges away from the wallop for the stun, but Wei coming in with a Spectral Maw as well. Zeus does still have the flash. No stuns available, but the boomerang will find its mark. Bin on the board.
Nicely done by Bin, just scoops him in as Zeus steps forward for that wave. They do find an opportunity here to go in, get that kill. That is critical to slow down Zeus, who's already on Triforce here, and you look at the itemization of Bin, it's not much.
Everfrost, Charm comes out, Xiaohu able to walk away from this one. Frozen Tomb, Spirit Rush enough from Xiaohu to escape. Ming now looking for the chains as well. Faker has to flash. Ona goes back in the cycle. Spirit Rush once again. Ona, Xiaohu able to dodge across the wall and Wei there in time. Meanwhile in the bottom lane, Kumiyushi, Gala flashes, but the super mega death rocket lives up to his name. Wei though still on the chase as Carrier does still have a flash to get away. Faker hits to try and protect as Carrier puts the tongue lash down. Faker, glacial path across the wall. Yeah, that single auto attack leaving him on about 10 HP. Gala would have thought that he had that one. Zeus though, good little remove Scurvy there to escape. Parlay, cannon barrage, Bin's already flashed. Bin, he's on the edge. He's on the edge of this. Zeus walks in, blap blap. Zeus takes
basically a flash to prevent a kill's worth of gold. So in this case, even though it looks a little bit silly, I'd actually call worth on that. I think that is pretty good. What is unfortunate is that
early game lead, strong composition, good scaling. You get 2 items and you just demolish the enemy team.
Because T1 are pressing heavily. This mid lane tower is dead to rights. All of T1 is in the area here.
Faker first to move as well, so Xiaohu's going to have to take pain.
So much pain.
Players on both sides who've caused European fans pain in the past, as Faker looks to try and cause Xiaohu some pain in the bottom lane. Cleanse away there from the Frozen Tomb. Carrier here for a little bit of help, but with both the towers still remaining and the charm going wide, Both the teams will call off their advance. Super Mega Death Rocket, where's that one going? I've seen Prey hit these with an arrow, not with a rocket, and this one goes just a little bit wide.
Not quite able to connect. To defend this if they want. You know, Zeus could even commit his ult towards topside to defend that tower and take out the mini wave.
Pistol Voyage going down, they're looking for Ming. He flashes. Cannon Barrage was an option. Super Mega Death Rocket still on cooldown, so they don't know if they had enough damage for the full follow-up. As you say, the Cannon Barrage from Zeus could just go down towards that top lane, although T1 might want to save it for the next possible fight, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They are advancing towards the tier 2 in the bottom side of the map.
Exactly. They're just going to try to trade this tier 1 top for 2 towers bot. They already knocked down the tier 1. RNG late on the resets, and T1 have 5 members here. Xiaohu's not going to be able to defend this on his own.
And the threat of the claw as well. You see it advancing towards you. You have
all of their key members now.
Ming has no flash. And Ono is there. Tongue lash into the Abyssal Voyage. No knockup needed. The Cyclone for the follow-up. Ming trying to heal himself up. Not enough. Ignite ticks and Carrier takes them. Ming, he's just left to his own devices, trying to get vision down. Wei trying to fight Carrier here. The thick skin will help out Carrier a little bit as Gumayushi and Ono are here for the flank. Gala looking for Ono. TP coming in as RNG. Maybe it found the fight that they were looking for. Cannon Barrage goes down. Ono low. Everfrost short. Zeus trying to dodge away from Xiaohu. Ono on the backline, but Wei's already taken him out. Good charm. Oranges from Zeus. Bin looking for the bricks. Gets it onto Zeus and the chase continues. RNG flash forward. The bricks miss. Wei goes in with a Heartbreaker and Zeus will fall.
Oh, that's huge for RNG.
Team of Baron, you've seen this before. The charm flashed away by Gumayushi. Faker looking to get in from the back of the pit. Frozen Tomb available for him. RNG calling T1's bluff, and Faker finds them all. Gumayushi, Carrier, and Faker will not go quietly into the night. Form is temporary. Faker is forever.
Oh my God, T1 going wild there. Carrier's even going to chase him down and take down Wei. You hear Busan erupt as the unkillable Demon King flies into the pit, and him and Gumayushi make RNG regret trying that Baron in their faces. 5v3. Be damned, they get it all. And they're still on the chase here. All right,
oh, wait.
All right, okay.
Yeah, we see you, Wei. Good escape. Keeps the jungler up. Means that Baron is a little bit harder for T1. Of course, the Hextech gates looking to try and get on towards that backline. Xiaohu goes forward. The charm's going to connect. Great devour from Carrier. Once again in the right position. Faker pops the Frozen Tomb in the midst of RNG. Rooted up. There's the stopwatch. Heartbreaker in by Wei. The Cyclone onto the backline. Glacial Path for the follow-up. The Super Mega Death Rocket once again lives up to its name. Gumayushi with a triple in the river.
And they're going to push down mid. They're going to potentially look to try to end here. Forget the dragon. T1 racing towards that mid lane. They want to tie this series up.
T1 heard you talking smack in game 1, and they came back with a haymaker. RNG could do nothing in the early game, could do nothing in the mid game, and when they did something, they were slapped back into the dirt. T1 advancing for these Nexus towers. 1-1 in their eyes. Busan erupts as T1 look to make RNG pay for their hubris. Faker still alive. Ming tries to take him down, but he's unkillable for a reason. 1-1 in the MSI finals.
8-0-2 from Gumayushi, stepping up huge in the
team fight threat, and that's what's going to be locked in.
And I just think it makes sense because this is comfort for Gumayushi. We saw how well he performed on the Jinx, and in the previous round robin, you know, at the last game when they actually beat them, I didn't get a vote on that, just so you know.
Well, let's have a look at Wei now.
Yeah, looking for something. Ona doesn't have the smite, nor does Wei. Both of them coming off cooldown at the same time. Spectral more. Looking for that stun. Ona dodges back into it. Smite, though, a possibility. Ona used his. Wei did not use his. Ona, though, does get the heal out of the smite. Faker on his way from that mid lane. Ona forced away. Blast Cone could go back in. Wei tanking up the red buff. It does reset. He's going to start it back up. Faker coming in from the side. Bin and Zeus trading in the top lane. Wei now needs to get out. Does have the flash. Dodges away from the charm. Heals up. Faker looking for the damage with the Orb of Deception. Faker, though, now in for a while to hurt the red buff. Ticking, ticking, ticking. Faker flashed away. 4 HP between him and certain death. Xiaohu going in as they look for the damage first. Blood still onto Ona, who stayed around too long.
Slapped you with his sword. You know, like, Wei very comfortable in understanding how he can play these matchups, and Carrier with another good hook.
Ming should be able to dash away from this one. Carrier, the hook might not be as good as you thought. Graviton, though, for the double stun. Ona coming from the side as well, does still have the flash. Ming, the exhaust, the first one. Graviton, Gumayushi, one more auto is enough to take the kill. T1 on the board.
Carrier obviously spending a lot of time down there. It does mean Gala getting more solo experience, which is great. But Lissandra, back-to-back games, is a problem. You know, Xiaohu, it's a lot of almosts. Oh my god, he's level 6 to level 4.
Level 6 to level 4, he dashes forward. Skill shots aimed exactly where they need to be. Gala, one.
And Spellbook over to the Ignite.
Two-shot barrage. It's going to hit the Riptail. Zeus going in. Bin looking for the damage as well. Zeus not in the position to ult. Depth charge onto the backline. Ming dives forward. There's the slicing Maelstrom. And everyone from RNG is caught in the midst of it. But RNG still managed to win out the fight. Faker looking for Bin. Up towards the bottom side. KO forced up towards the top side. Gumayushi in a 2v1. Can he trade onto Wei? Dodges away from the depth charge. Bin forced out by Faker. Bin still healing. Wei with a triple though. And Wei is on the chase.
And now Carrier may be caught out.
Ming looking for him, Gala coming in from the side as well. Good block on the hook, and Carrier doesn't really have anywhere to go here. Gala's going to get his second kill of the game. Carrier caught unawares.
There you go.
We're a great trio.
Oh,
a dog trio.
Thank you. Keep the compliments coming. RNG.
Stop! Okay, Drake Security. They have themselves a, what is that, 2K, 3K gold lead, 2K.
Yep.
Matt's
They're
not my
looking for
strong
more.
suit. They're looking for the
going
dive.
down. This tower's just dead. Faker's on his way down here. Zeus, no TP on the Unsealed spell, but he uses the heal now. The TP's going to be up in about 5 seconds or so. But do T1 have the time to wait for Zeus to be able to teleport down here? If they don't even have the tower, that TP is not unleashed, and RNG are exactly that on the map. Glacial Fisher hits Gumayushi. The Unbreakable coming down as well. Wei still on the chase, but the minions save Gumayushi.
They're going to be able to get more, though. The Herald is still here. They're going to walk it in for a second charge. And Bin is ready to match TP if Zeus ever did come. RNG just snowballing this game to perfection here. They take the easier kill, but they get finding the situations where their composition will succeed. And you can expect them to continue playing towards these objectives. That is their bread and butter.
TP coming in, slicing out from there. There's the charm for the follow-up, but the exhaust on Zeus is enough. Xiaohu now joins them underneath the tower. True shot barrage from Gala looking for a bit more damage. T1 all down towards this bottom side. Everfrost coming out as well, but RNG able just to disengage while Wei.
Two members can't do it for just Mike for T1. At the very least, they can take down this tower and get the objective bounty.
So now this tower will drop, but look at the control that they have in mid lane. You can see the RNG.
But because there's an objective bounty, Bin is willing to commit his own teleport just to match Zeus. You know that you're not going to be at a TP disadvantage. RNG are playing 2 TPs to 1 plus the spellbook on Ming for a potential third. So I really like that you continue to defend these bounties, not allow T1 to claw themselves back into this game, and now Zeus in trouble.
He stole away the Ghost, though, with that Unsealed Spellbook. Trying to get away, he does still have the flash, dodges away from the Everfrost. Flash forward from Xiaohu, good stopwatch from Zeus, but the Frozen Tomb will be back off cooldown, slicing Maelstrom from Zeus, trying to survive. He does a lot of damage. Bin there now as he puts the needlework down. It's a 1-for-1 in the top lane. Xiaohu's still looking for the chase, and Wei is coming in as well. Faker does still have 1 Spearless charge. Owner, no flash. Wei, dodge to the side there. The Spectral Maw going wide. T1 trying to disengage. Gala with the True Shot barrage. Owner has to dodge back, but RNG are waiting. Arms open for the kill.
Beautiful play. One caught a little off guard because my expectation was that they would play for mid tower, but here's the collapse.
Glacial Path coming in. Xiaohu looking for that Frozen Tomb. It is on cooldown right now, so he wouldn't have been able to use it. But Gumayushi forced to dash away with the Gale. Gala showing us just why he is known for this champ. Riftheld goes down in the top lane now as Faker has to dodge away. Good charm. Spectral Maw still lands the stun. Carrier coming in from the side as well, but Xiaohu is in a good position. Clears out the ward. Riftheld will get another charge in here. Zeus, no TP right now. RNG might use that window to continue their advance towards this top side. Owner hits 11. Double Cyclone could be powerful here. Riftheld going in. Moonlight Vigil just shot. Tower's going to fall. Zeus still down towards the bottom side. TP away by now on cooldown. True Shot Barrage coming in. Owner looking for a flank. Could find a good position here. Hex Gate's obviously a possibility. Wei doing the same. Owner spotted as he goes into this bush. Gumayushi there as well. Owner dives forward. Xiaohu looking for the damage. The Everfrost coming out. Owner pops the stopwatch. Cyclone used. He gets out. Slicing Maelstrom onto the backline, but immediately the exhaust into the kinds from Zeus. They're looking for it. The Cyclone going in. Gumayushi trying to build up the shurikens. If he can find the Moonlight Vigil, Gumayushi can do it all, but he just can't quite find the damage. RNG just slap them with their wallets and ace T1.
Wei is just out of control. 7-0-3, erasing Gumayushi as he tries to fly in and follow up on the T1 engage. It is the ace for RNG. It is sole point for RNG, and they're just running over this game.
T1
in here as well, but when you do, Wei's just running them over.
Carrier, no flash, Glacial Path coming in. Xiaohu, Banshees for the charm, flash, Frozen Tomb. Faker tries to cleanse away, but there's 4 members of RNG hungry for blood in the top lane. Xiaohu takes 1. Carrier, no way out for him, you have to feel. He's going to the depths below. And because of this, you have to feel RNG will start up the Baron. No TP for Zeus. I don't know if T1 can react.
It's just a slaughter at this point. Like, you talked about it, Medic. I didn't even know it's been in that last fight, but he was absolutely stomping. And at the very beginning of this game, we questioned, can Can you afford to give Bin Gwen?
Great Cyclone timing. Gumayushi trying to get off away. Ming, though, the Glacial Fisher, knocks him up into the air and shuts him down. Ona will get a counter kill onto Xiaohu. Ming here trying to trade with Ona. Ming has red buff alongside the slows, alongside the passive, alongside everything else he needs to keep Ona in place for Gala to come in and secure the kill.
Ah, the supports can do it all in this one. Ming knocking Gumayushi out of it. Ran down in a long chase, but instead they're just going to push in mid, take down this tier 2. Faker does have the death cap. I like that he's going an aggressive build here. You're not coming back by going Zhonya's second. You've got to look for a potential one-shot. And Zeus on the wraparound.
Now, so Gala's going to arcane shift across the wall, and Zeus is there, and Faker is there. And T1 find a pick, find a small sliver of hope, a small light in the darkness.
For RNG, you know, Xiaohu winning back-to-back years in 2 different roles would be absolutely unreal.
Xiaohu going forward, hook from Keria flashes away. He knew he didn't hit the hook on a player. He didn't want to go in. Inhibitor tower in the bottom lane already fallen. The inhibitor short to follow. Bin now in the mid lane, Faker going forward. Charm misses because Gwen is immune. Faker dodges away with the Spirit Rush. Good True Shot Barrage hits 2 there by Gala. Gala dashing forward, Keria, no flash, no way out. Xiaohu pops the Frozen Tomb, and Faker and T1 are forced back once again. RNG marching towards victory, looking for that 2-1.
The only hope now is Gumayushi. He has the IE, but he's so low. They just need to pressure him out of the fight because he's the only real threat.
Cyclone, Zeus looking for it. Flash, slicing mouse from Gumayushi. You need everything here, but Wei is giving you nothing. Gumayushi forced away. Wei takes the kill. RNG take the Nexus, and they are on match point for MSI 2022.
It looks like we are going to get it for him. So RNG find themselves on match point. You talk about comfort for T1. RNG in the exact same position. Xiaohu on an Ahri that he is
in League of Legends.
And I think that's the big thing. That's the other side of the coin, right? A lot of people want to see Faker win again.
Ooh, I like this wraparound.
Sun's going to come down, wall dive in from Bin. He does have the flash to try and get away. Zeus goes into the mini now form. Ono in the right position at the right time. Bin realizes something might be up, paths down. Getting towards that Tribush, flashes away. Ono though with the flash chase, and that red buff is ticking. Bin with a tactical sweep will still survive.
Oh, Bin!
When you're playing against a Camille, putting her behind early is always a good thing. So Wei now has to do the same thing. And he, as he often is in the right place at the right time, hit to cover. And they may even look to try and get the flash out from Zeus as he commits to the 1v1.
Zeus jumping forward is huge here. Flash available for him. Hits level 5. Wei coming in, only level 3 right now. Zeus needs to flash away from the Sonic Wave. Still gets hit by it. And Zeus doesn't really have anywhere to go. Trying to hold on. The flash an option. Flashes from the wall dive. Survives in the dive. But Wei is having none of it.
Wei better reset.
And I'm surprised that Zeus was that aggressive when the expectation was that the jungler would do this as an all-in bot.
Root goes down, counter root used by Gumayushi. Ignite is ticking here. Cleanse about to come off cooldown. Keria has the thick skin to try and tank up any more damage, and Gala and Ming tanking the minions themselves. Zeus is not stronger than 3 members of RNG, I can tell you that. Zeus tried to push the wave in, it was frozen in his face, and Wei and Xiaohu are on the way. Zeus tries to get away, kick back with the Dragon's Rage there. I think we had a spec bug for a second. Zeus going back in, Charm coming out, Mega Nara possibility. Zeus just needs one more spell, will get it out. And RNG disengage the fight.
And I think with Zeus, with Mega Nara timing out, Xiaohu's actually going to look for the kill.
Looking for the charm, lands it. Keria flashes forward with the power. The ignite, I didn't see if Ming used it. He didn't. Zeus gets out somehow. Meanwhile, the chase is on towards the bottom side. Ona caught up in the Hexagon Maiden. Zeus trying to put the damage down across the wall, and Ona will be able to escape. Keria, what? But with Xiaohu coming up from the bottom lane, Wei should be able to secure this. Faker might dive forward once again. Wei lands the E smite, Super Mega Death Rocket.
Once you get out of there, just try to give as much of it as you can to Gumayushi. Get that gold onto the Jinx, accelerator as fast as possible. You can see 2,200 gold in pocket. It becomes that kind of evolution of the mind game, which I think is so interesting to watch. Looking for Faker now.
Trying to get underneath the tower, needs to dodge away from the Everforce, the charm, the root. He dodges perfectly. Oh, Faker, you beautiful man, escapes the 3-man dive.
No ultimate, no flash, Wei trying to look for an opportunity here, but again, Faker playing too smart around this, and look at Gumayushi massively
top. They're trying to make the cross map happen, and T1 are kind of taking a page out of the RNG book now,
Wei, though.
But they have to be wary of the dive.
Zeus almost has Mega, which is good for him.
Yeah.
If the dive did come out, a good Nara against the wall just means that Wei and Bin cannot.
T1 have a very solid front-to-back teamfight comp, and they're gaining more and more control over the map.
Abyssal Voyage going in. Knock up onto Way. Owner chunked out a little bit. Rift Held available to him if he does get out of there, but Carrier's a little bit too deep here. Big Skin still available, but the charm comes out. No flash for Carrier. It's a mid, so it's a 4v4, and that gives Faker free time on the bottom lane to take this tower. T1 just pulling the strings, puppeting RNG right now as they walk them all around the map. Rift Held down in the mid lane. It's going to be 2 towers, but none in favor of T1.
Eyes. What's going on the map right now? Minimap is the most important part to look at this point in the game. You can see the T1 with their mid pressure, with the bot wave stacked up. They're cleanly set up for this Drake rotation as well. Question is, can Wei? He wanted to get a flank, but a good ward coming out from T1. They recognize the...
So that does push back any potential soul. And for RNG, it's about buying yourself more time. It's about...
They saw the TP investment immediately, moved up towards the top side, and now they are suffocating that control from RNG.
And I think that T1 are here and posturing like they do want to scrap here, but Zeus has a great flank angle.
Zeus knows Ming's there. They're going to pop in, control ward down, so make that target. Gala has to pop the Feather Storm. Bin looking for Zeus out towards the bottom side, but Zeus just kiting them out. Dragon will be secured by T1. Zeus trying to get towards the Mega Null, can't get there in time. Dragon taken, and the fight begins as the Cyclone onto the back line. Look for the damage coming out from Gumayushi. Quick, boom! From the Jinx as Bin now dives forward as well. Carrier with a good devour. Xiaohu trying to dash away. Gumayushi on the chase. Abyssal Voyage forward. The Solar Flare on Gumayushi, but they just can't get close enough. RNG invested everything in the start of the fight, and T1 are mopping them up.
Carrier does it again! He body blocks the follow-up from Bin to
diving into the backline, forcing the flash out of Gala. Wei gets erased by Gumayushi, and the key thing is they just can't get to Gumayushi, the backman, but those tiny differences really meant everything.
Oh, no, charmed up. Devour again from Carrier. Hexagon Maiden goes down onto Carrier with the Cyclone. The follow-up! Oh, it's an assembly of death for RNG. They dived into the meat grinder, and T1 very willing to kill him off.
T1 are gonna push mid. They have Baron. They've got multiple kills now. How much more can they get? 38 seconds on Gala. T1 could look to try to end Wei, going for some heroics potentially.
T1 though, 5 members strong with the Baron. Still 2 minutes on it. Gala up in 26 seconds, Bin in 20. RNG had to pull off something miraculous to turn this game around, but when you need a miracle, you pray to God, and he's playing for the enemy team right now. Zeus goes forward, the Gnar into the wall. T1 and Faker will take us to game 5.
T1 with a masterclass team fight.
Changing over to Yuumi. Yuumi Jhin, very popular combo because of the massive amount of move speed. You also have a really good pairing with the Wukong and with the Ahri. You know, that flat AD or AP.
Again, right? It's really important, especially in Ahri lanes, that you're able to go for early skirmishes, but Zeus doing the same thing alongside being good trade for Zeus overall. Able to use the phase rush to create a big enough gap, which means that now he's got a big health advantage. Goes back to the range form, chips away at Bin once again. And notice he is running the biscuit, so he will have that small health advantage. And Zeus playing this 1v1 very well.
I just love that little bit of tech. Oh, Xiaohu going forward is going to proc the elect shoot. But yeah, you just start acceleration gate, because then when Bin goes forward,
you can't get on. Carrier cannot jump back onto Gumayushi. The chase is on. The ignite is ticking, and Ming will claim first blood.
And in game 5, when you have to step up, it is RNG's bot lane that find a 2 versus 2 kill. A very narrow window to punish, but RNG strike.
Absolutely. They're going in to get 2 first.
Gumayushi, nowhere for him to go. Does still have the flash. Will try and use it away from this battle dance. Gala, though, gets the reset for the jump forward. And it's all RNG in the bottom side of the map. Gumayushi, though, survives in the midst of the minions now. Ming has to be careful. Faker jumped on, dodges away from the Sonic Wave. The charm will connect, but he will fall as well.
Oh my god, Ming tried to give the kill to Gala. He could have taken that with one last auto there. I'm not sure if that was a fleet proc that kind of made them miscalculate. Maybe the fleet came up at the last second there and got that little bit of healing out. Owner gonna look.
Look at the Xiaohu will get him once again. Flash forward, decimating, strike enough.
Truth be told, by Faker there.
Oh,
he ends up getting punished, but now RNG on the offensive once again.
Zeus has flash, and he has Owner here as well. Owner will try and put the damage down to Xiaohu. No glacial path available for the Lissandra right now. Ring of Frost, though. Zeus gonna try and get away, but you can't when there are 3 members of RNG surrounding. Mid lane is something we've talked about throughout the entire series. Faker has no plans. He gets caught in the frozen tomb. Xiaohu level 6 is
they get the kill right on the level up from Xiaohu. It's the same thing earlier. We've seen these plays happen so many times where it was the wraparound on that one right as Xiaohu actually hit 6. They found that dive, and they're so good at second straight dragon here. So back to their winning ways, you know, what they've been able to accomplish. Great trade from Xiaohu.
Frozen Tomb cleanse out of Faker, Spirit Rush away. Ona's coming in. Xiaohu does still have the flash. Ona looking for the flash engage, but the Cyclone is flashed away. That's exactly what he's doing there. He wants the wards from his totem. He hasn't got it yet because they haven't been able to harass that much in lane. Usually, you can get it from auto attacks, you can get it from Prowling Projectile. Here we see Carrier still without a vision item 14 minutes in.
I mean, he's had to respect the potential all-in from Ming. He died once in lane, and if you detach and get R flashed on immediately by Ming, you're going to die. So he has to play respectfully. But it's a great point, Medic, because, yeah, their vision is going to be much more limited. They're going to really heavily depend on pink wards because they have 3 sweepers and no sight zone on their support.
Makes it so much harder for you to play around these dragons as well. RNG already at 2 dragons up. There's still 3 minutes on the next one. Faker. Spirit rushes away, Frozen Tomb coming in, there's a quickness as well, and Faker has nowhere to go, no cleanse, no way out. RNG for the 3rd time in this game, shut out Faker.
Again, I mean, they just make it so easy. It looks so easy to actually play around cleanse, right? Earlier, trading back and forth very aggressively. When we saw Xiaohu have to trade flashes with Owner, they force the cleanse. They have the timer, they go for the play. They're so amazing at this, it's just insane.
And usually T1 would be able to ward the side, but they can't do it as Ming looks for Zeus underneath the tower. He's going to flash away. Ming will tank up a single tower shot as Owner and Carrier are on their way. Gumayushi here as well. A long-range deadly flourish could be enough to catch out someone from RNG. Way just short. Final chapter coming out. Dash away with a safeguard, but the deadly flourish won't be enough. The curtain call will help as Zeus takes the kill.
And T1 will finally get something back on the board, but what will it cost them? Yes, they're able to get that kill on to Wei, and they may very well be able to get the tower, but here they go.
Call in the submarines, you're going for a dive. Gumayushi chasing forward here. Bin, no ghost. Does have the Hallowed Mist and will escape using it.
Of course, Gala securing the bot tower. T1 will exchange on the top. You can see the goal difference still very significant. About, and then maybe we can secure this tier 2 tower in the top lane. But RNG were like, again, we can only send 1 person. You know, we'll just have Wei go solo the dragon, and then maybe our bot lane can contest, and they actually kept 2 people top. So T1 trying to make this cross map happen.
Away from this, knows that his tower is forfeit. And although T1 do have some vision control towards that blue side of the jungle, RNG very willing just to continue.
That very likely decides the entire series. You know, RNG are finishing those second items critically.
And of course, down by Xiaohu, they're just looking for the tower here. They won't quite get it. Faker and Ona able to defend it. RNG, though, starting to react.
Zeus.
Ward on the bush. Zeus going for Bin, looking for the 1v1, but Gala is there, and then Zeus realizes he can't take the trade. Frost out. Xiaohu not able to get away from the deadly flourish, and the chase continues. Curtain calls come down. Xiaohu will fall. Zeus surviving for as long as he can, but the needle work finds its mark. Eclipse will not save you now. Bin snips him down. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, the final chapter coming out as they look for Wei. Carrier with a good slow. There's the exhaust coming out as well. Ona, Cyclone, a possibility. Does he have the Nimbus strike? Does he have the range? Cyclone under the tower. Wei looking for the kickback. Ona healed up with the zoomies. Teleport coming in now by Bin as RNG look to try and keep their jungler alive.
T1 getting very scrappy here. We have to track the cooldowns that were used. I think it's so smart that Xiaohu didn't spend anything there. They're going to try to look for...
That is RNG. Someone has to face check. Faker will gain access into the river.
Faker looks for the jump to get out to Xiaohu, but Xiaohu has the Frozen Tomb to get out of it. Ona in the backline with the Cyclone trying to do what he can, but Ming with a 4-man charm. Carrier dives off, but in goes Wei. The kickback onto Zeus. RNG just sweep the floor with T1, and you have to feel it's as good as done.
Wei was huge, and Xiaohu, as soon as he did not go down, T1 had just spent so much to try to take him out.
4 members fall to the fierceness of RNG. They will secure themselves the soul. That will be the Baron as well. A last-ditch TP effort from T1. Will this be enough to save them the game?
Owner's almost here.
Zeus looking for it as well. RNG on the Baron, but it is secured by Wei. Ming dumped over and stops Gumayushi and Ona getting into the fight. T1 knew they had to do
down in the early game. He was relentlessly attacked by Xiaohu and Wei. Ming even got involved. They were just non-stop aggression towards that mid lane, and Faker, he's done what he could. He has tried as hard as possible, but it has not been enough in the face of RNG.
Faker's combo doesn't even get through the Mountain Soul shield right now on Ming. RNG unrelenting, pushing forward. Xiaohu looking for the Frozen Tomb, and there goes Ming once again onto the backline. The exhaust going down. Gumayushi so low. Carrier with a good final chapter. A Cyclone onto the backline. Perhaps this is T1's hopes, but look at their hopes being dashed against the rocks. They have spent 5 years in the wilderness, and they're going to spend another few months at least. RNG, unrelenting, unstoppable, continue their advance.
RNG will do what few have been able to do before. They will match T1 in the back-to-back victories, and they will look to win MSI.
Xiaohu, the little tiger, has roared into life. The LPL continue their era of dominance, and they are leaving no one alive. It's RNG's world, and we're just living in it.